Okay, this is now the 5-minute tarot for the 27th of March 2017. And today's kind of different. So I'm actually recording this on Sunday afternoon, the 26th. And I wasn't sure what to do. So I'm wandering back and forth in the living room. And I thought, I live in just outside Toronto, right? So I'm in North America. And I've been kind of following what's going on politically in the US with Donald Trump. And I thought, okay, I'll pick a card for what's next for Donald Trump. And the thing is, it's not so much so that I can make a prediction that may or may not come true. It's more to give a demonstration of how to look at a card and how to make sense of it or interpret it in the light of a question. And I'm curious to know what actually happens. So I'm thinking what next, and what I mean is what's next week, right? Not the next 6 months or anything like that, and not even the next 10 minutes, but more, what's the next, what type of next major development will there be, or important change will take place, let's say, or what is going to be in the news about what's happening with Donald Trump. Remembering, of course, that he's the president, and a lot of what happens with politics is secret, and you've got behind-the-scenes activity that we never hear about. So, given all that, it's more like if you turn a card for a regular questioner, how do you go about looking at the card and answering their question? So I'm thinking, okay, what's next for Donald Trump? And the card that I got was the Four of Pentacles reversed. It was upside down. So I think, so what I did was, and you might like to try this or follow this method or procedure as well. I took the card and I turned it the right way up to look at it, because I'm thinking, okay, it's reversed. So I'm going to look at it upright, and then I'm going to say but, or I'm going to switch it, or I'm going to put some kind of barrier in place for that thing coming about, right? Just as a way of dealing with the reverse card. So with the Four of Pentacles, and I'm thinking, okay, it's Donald Trump, president, supposedly rich. I mean, he obviously has lots of cash, but so we've got the pentacle on the top of the head, but somehow that didn't interest me. I looked at it, and what I did, I glanced at it, and nothing immediately sprang to mind. So I moved on to he's holding the coin on his chest, and I thought, okay, maybe that means that he's holding on to his privacy, maybe, or his own method, or his own way of doing things, his own values. But he seems to be holding tight, as if he's having to defend himself. But it's upside down, so it's a bit like he's not going to be able to keep secret what he wants to keep secret, right? He's holding on, but that's not going to work. So he's not going to be able to continue in a fixed kind of a way, doing things the way that he wants to do them, or maybe doing things that worked for him in the past. But there's an expression about keeping your cards close to your chest, right? So that you don't let other people see what's going on and see what you've got. But the fact that it's upside down, it can be an indication that he's not going to be able to keep his cards close to his chest. Other people are going to find out what he's actually got, or what he's trying to keep hidden. That's from the image in the Four of Pentacles, and the fact that it's upside down. That was one thing, and that could be the kind of thing you would develop for a regular questioner with a regular question. And then the other thing is, I looked at the two pentacles below his feet, or below the feet of the person in the picture, and that I thought I can do something with that, because he's standing on cash, standing on money. So this money that the person is standing or has his feet on can represent Trump's financial backers or Trump's financial associates. And it's a billionaire cabinet, so it's other wealthy members of his administration. Either they're involved in the cabinet or in the government itself, or they're private individuals with lots of money who back him. So he's standing on them as if he has that they represent his support, but it's upside down. And I thought it can mean that rich backers are going to speak publicly, or else are going to tell him privately that they can't support him anymore the way they've been used to supporting him. So he could find that he needs. I think he said he's going to because the repeal and replace medical plan was withdrawn and didn't even work, or didn't get the chance to work. He's going to move on to tax reform, and tax is obviously money, but it can be that he wants to reform the tax system, and maybe he's going to find that he needs to be more careful about the addition and the sums and the money involved with tax reform. So with the Four of Pentacles upside down, his backers are going to back off. He's going to discover that he doesn't have the support that he thought he had, and that his plans for future government, the money isn't going to be there to do what he says he wants to do or what he promised to do. And then money is, Pentacles also can represent values, what he cares about. And the fact that the Pentacles is upside down, we may discover that, I just lost my train of thought there. His values upside down, that, okay, maybe his base of supporters is going to in some way turn against him, and I'm thinking of the people who voted for him, not millionaire, billionaire supporters, but there can be more visible and obvious demonstrations against Trump, because he promised certain things and he's not actually delivering on his promise or his promises. Because somebody pointed out, I watched various people on YouTube who, I mean, different approaches to US politics. And somebody said all he's done so far is give speeches. He hasn't actually achieved anything. So it may be with Pentacles reversed that people are going to want to see results more than just hear about his ideas or his message. Okay, that's it. We'll see what this week brings for Mr. Trump. Okay, thanks for watching. And if things you want to know about or you'd like to hear about, let me know. Because today I just had no idea what to do. And so if you've got questions, let me know. Leave it in the comments or send me an email. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.